Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 287 of FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm your host, Christian Piles, joined once again by our mainest man, the now remote man, the pride of Easton, Pennsylvania, the former District 11 champion, Willie Saylor, in the mix. Willie, welcome.
Great champion of sport.
Willie's back, but he's back only over the online internet, and we've got a little different setup here. We're all at the table. We ditched the couch. The couch is gone. We're only going to be in this studio until the end of the month, and then we're going to have a new setup.
There's going to be a lot of changes. Well, let's still refer to them as the couch, though.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Couch.
I'm going to burn the couch.
I thought we already did burn the couch.
No, we're going to. It's still there, Nomad.
Well, they don't know that though.
So a little
They can't
different
see.
setup with y'all, and that's only for a month, right? New studio in a month.
Mhm.
Different setup here. I know I'm on my patio. I love this place, this setup out here. But give me like a month or two myself till I get something quasi studio set up or something. I know it's a little white trashy with the Christmas lights on.
I call it authentic. So Willie, you now live in Easton, Pennsylvania. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, but
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people reached out when you guys said that I was moving back and said that, I hope everything's okay and this and that, and I really appreciate that. So I just spend 2 seconds here telling why I moved back. I loved Austin. Obviously, Austin, look on any list, Austin's one of the best cities in the world. It was best cities in America to live. Just, my family, I miss my family, and my parents are getting older. I have a property here that's very set. My grandfather raised me, and this is, he passed away a couple years ago, and this is his property, and it's very sentimental to me. So I wanted to get back and make sure it's taken care of, and that's about it, So I'm back, and still thankful to be part of Flow, thankful that they could come to the arrangement that we did, and let's keep rocking.
okay, we'll keep on rocking in the free world. We're glad that you are on the show right now. Okay, so we talked about the U.S. Open last show. I didn't know if you had any thoughts to get up. I mean, we'll refer back to it throughout this show, but I didn't know if you had any points of discussion you wanted to go over before we move on.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole show. I listened to parts of the show while I was driving. It's like, I don't know, 2,000 miles, and
You couldn't squeeze in 1 hour of FRL. Wow.
Well, what happened? I called Christian like 3 times during the show because the clock on my car did not automatically reset when I changed time zones, so I thought I still had an hour. So I went back and listened to a couple parts of it afterwards. But I don't want to be redundant. I'm not sure exactly what you guys hit, but I'm sure you hit all the interesting parts. Did you guys talk about people that say that the new process maybe watered down or made the field a little thin at U.S. Open?
Yeah, we did touch on that.
Yeah, I'd like to rebut that. All right, good. I mean, my thoughts are, yeah, there might not have been a couple guys there. But the overall product is better. There's more of a season, and the fact that, like, say, the Penn State guys weren't there, like the Mark Halls and the Zahids and Jason Nolf and Rutherford, that had nothing to do about the process.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think the main culprit is, and I think Nomad said it last show. It's the 10 weights. There's 10 weights. There's less, so automatically there's less talent. So the very thing that is getting guys onto the team, you wanted that. Everyone likes that benefit. Okay, well, not every action is just gonna be all positive. So that's just a byproduct.
Are all 10 weights at NCAA's awesome at all times every single year? No.
197 still happened last year.
Yeah.
It was real guys.
Well, now we have that same replication on the senior level.
Yes.
get used to it. We're gonna build a bigger pipeline. Hopefully, have more interesting opens in the future.
For sure. Well, and also part of it, it's a good thing. Here's another reason. We won Worlds last year. We had 6 medals. So all those guys were sitting out. It's good to have a lot of guys sitting out because that means you're winning a lot of world medals.
Correct.
It means you're beating Russia. Okay, so we'll just take, maybe a little bit of bad in the name of beating Russia.
Oh, also, I wanted to make this point last time. So I had this stat. Prior to 2011, when the medalist sitting out thing was implemented, in 2009, 2010, there were, of the, 28 finalists, only 3 of them did not wrestle in the Open, and we won, 1 medal those 2 years. 2010 was literally the worst year in the history of men's freestyle and USA wrestling.
Didn't we win, literally 1 or 2 matches?
Right.
That was bad.
So medalist sitting out works. I'm glad it's a qualifier. It's not the thing. If you want it to be the thing, you got to change a whole bunch of stuff to decide the team. So get used to it.
Thoughts on 65, because it's a weight that we didn't medal at, obviously. Zane was out. Logan up. Logan loses. McKenna wins. Jordan Oliver suspended. And I saw you guys put out an article why Jo should be in, and I have no idea what the likelihood of that is. But, at that weight, there was several kids that double qualified. So if Jordan doesn't get in, we're looking at a small bracket, right, no man?
Yeah, it's none of these brackets will be larger than 9. Most of them will be 8 or fewer.
But Logan double qualified. There's a lot of guys that double qualified at that weight. It might be really small. It might be 5.
Yeah, you're gonna have guys with buys to the semis at a lot of weights.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I don't understand.
The watered down U.S. Open continues all the way into the trials. Yeah, it's concerning because that's not a weight where you want to be thin with talent, right? That's the weight we need. A lot of options, and right now, Joey McKenna's in Final X, so it's, I guess, Ironman Stieber is, and Willie, you alluded to the JO thing. We were told yesterday in our meeting with USA Wrestling, there's absolutely no chance whatsoever that Oliver will be in. So no JO, and
why do you think that is? Do you have any indication why that is?
I guess the wild card process doesn't really exist currently, and for that reason they can't do it. Nomad said yesterday or 2 days ago that basically it's within their purview to do whatever they want, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the meeting, but it sounds like kind of what I expected, that because it's not in the current procedures, they would have to go back, redo the procedures, and then basically probably make a legal case that there's a reason to redo the procedures in term, when discussing with the USOC lawyers.
Yeah. So I'm disappointed because I think, anytime you can get an extra talent in there, it's good for America. And if he makes a team, he's the best guy. And if he doesn't, then that's fine too. Yeah. So disappointed. But Jordan Oliver, as Garoff, Battle of the Band. Someone tweeted that.
Getting the band back together.
Getting the band back together. There's lots of jokes. I'm sure we can top those. It's all in fun, guys. It's all in fun, band wrestlers. Jordan's not even banned anymore. He's
free.
He's free. He's free from that, but he's not free to wrestle for America this year.
Should we have realized that when they announced that match, because World Team Trials is the next day?
Well, yeah. That should have.
Right?
Well, I think Jo was still holding out hope, and if he was able to get in World Team Trials, I'm sure he would wrestle that instead of beat the streets.
A bird in hand, better than 2 in the bush.
We're just going all sorts of idioms and metaphors today.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So no JO. JO's out.
Is that the only 2 matches we have confirmed?
No, Helen Adekoroye is confirmed. Burroughs Chamizo, Asgaroff, and JO.
There were 3 women's matches confirmed, all with Nigeria. I don't know the other 2 girls from Nigeria, but Tamara Stock and Allie Reagan are involved, so three of our best girls. But Helena Decoroye is going to be awesome. Chamizo Burrows is going to be awesome. And Oliver Askarov is going to be awesome. This is shaping up to be best beat the streets in a while.
And this is interesting. Novogratz tweeted. Make sure you're following Mike Novogratz on Twitter because he's keeping you
Sneak peek.
He's keeping us one step ahead of the press releases, right? So he mentioned the Oliver Askarov, and now he's saying high school super match in the works. I don't know who it could be.
You got no intel there?
No intel, but maybe after this.
I don't know. Teasdale, they want Teasdale to wrestle Glory.
What?
That's
not a super match.
I mean, that's just
That is not a super match. That's the third match.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Come on. Oh, he wants to get his Princeton guy in the mix. Maybe. That's it. I mean, I like Pat Glory.
Yeah,
I like Gavin. We've seen it twice, you know?
It's a great match, but we've seen it.
They've wrestled like 10 times, going back to like Super 32 middle school.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Gavin's won all but one of them.
Who's number one?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing, but, you know. I was thinking Gable Paris. That's my vote.
Yeah, that would be great. But I don't know. You know, Paris missed the Open by design. They kind of want to get him up to freestyle speed first.
Is he going to trials?
I don't know.
Didn't qualify.
The plan for him is to get acclimated to freestyle because he's wrestled that very little, almost none.
I know the plan is for him to do Fargo. Will, did you hear from his dad if he's also doing junior duels?
I did not hear about junior duels, but I knew he wasn't going to be in Vegas because I asked them ahead of time, and they said that they're trying to get up to speed.
All right, any chance he wrestles right away? Mason Paris, we're talking about?
Not sure.
Why? Why do you shake your head?
Because they're not.
Yeah, well, how do you know?
Because I spoke to a Michigan coach.
They should think about it. I guess they could wait and run it back the next year and still be pretty good.
I think he needs to get bigger.
I think he's plenty big, but okay. Okay.
But redshirting him too also gets him off of Gable at least 1 year.
Yeah, I guess. So that's helpful. Okay. Where to next, friends? We can go 57. Nomad put his World Team Trials preview out, 57 kilograms. Is there anything in the world that can stop Dayton Fix versus Spencer Lee?
Zach Sanders would need to hit multiple arm spins like he did against Tony Ramos.
More than one.
Yeah. How about that stat that I put in there? I saw you tweeted it. The ageless wonder, Zach Sanders.
Zach Sanders has been in every World Team Trial since 2009?
Yeah.
How old is Zach Sanders?
Impressive.
I want to say he was 06, graduate of high school.
He was 06 or 07.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think he redshirted, didn't he? Anyways, irrelevant. Since 09, Sanders is very persistent. No one has a streak like that. In 2009, how old was Spencer Lee? I don't know, like 9 years younger. Whatever he is, he's like 9.
Right, yeah, 9 or 10, something like that.
That's freaking weird.
So everybody's pissed off, as they are always want to do, when you put out predictions of potentially where there's multiple guys that could possibly win. Everybody's pissed off. I'm saying it. I said this as soon as I got in the office on Monday. Spencer Lee will be our 57-kilo world team rep this year. So he's going to win the trials, beat Dayton Fix, beat Tony Ramos, beat Thomas Gilman in that order.
Wow.
Everyone feel free to prove me wrong because that means it's going to be extremely awesome.
Only a few people can prove you wrong. I honestly don't necessarily disagree. I think
Andy Simmons.
That was I got screwed by bracket placement.
Oh, we didn't even talk about
this. Except you didn't.
No, you did not.
No, he was the 5 seed, and it was awesome because he wasn't gonna have to wrestle Nick Dardanes, and then Kindig dropped out after posting these fire shoes he had on Instagram, changed everything up, and then Logan Stieber lost. So then he had to wrestle Nick Dardanes. And Logan
he
Stieber.
totally
So
would
his
have beaten
only
Jay
losses-
Ironman.
I don't know. He might have.
No, No, he wouldn't have. It was the worst bet you've ever made.
In any case, he wasn't going to have to wrestle. He wasn't going to have to wrestle because Iron Man was going to be pushed down a spot.
When are you
The
getting
bracket
your chicken?
placement screwed me.
When am I going to get my chicken? That's a great
Whenever you
question.
want.
Let's
Whenever
do it
you want.
today.
Today might be, it might be a Popeyes day.
I have a real license now, so we can even get a lunch beer if we want.
Great
Well,
success.
they don't have beers at Popeyes.
Well, not
it's
at
the one
Popeyes,
glaring
but-
hole in their business model.
Yeah.
You can't get a Frosty. Okay.
But yeah, no, I think. And look, Dayton beat him the last time they wrestled, right?
Twice.
Dayton's better now than he was then.
Mm-hmm.
Tony has been in 4 straight World Team Trials. So he's now going to be in 5 straight World Team Trials finals. He's older, stronger, has 2.5 kids, right? One's on the way.
Talking about kids?
I'm just saying he's a grown man. Spencer Lee's like
So
19.
you subscribing to the dad
Spencer Lee,
strength?
Spencer Lee, Jacob Warner wins UWW Juniors, has to go back and live in a dorm with Spencer Lee.
If I want to,
He's got his trophy on above his headboard.
Dayton and Spencer better get procreating if they want.
yeah. I mean, I'm like, you could just use his age. Just like how many children he's created is not really a factor.
Well,
in
that's
his...
the thing is, I have no idea how Kyle's been this successful kidless.
Yeah. How has Kyle Snyder done it? I don't know. Imagine
Well,
if he started having kids.
Well,
Oh, if he had kids.
Well, he is engaged to be married now.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So maybe it won't be too long, or maybe he can take his time to start a family. He's got a lot to do yet. Hey, speaking of Kyle, he is out here. He's saying we're coming for Adidas, we're coming for Asics, we're coming for Nike. It was like the wrestling version of Hit 'Em Up. He was calling them all out. But thoughts on that? Thoughts on Rudis? And Rudis tweeting a little tease of a shoe yesterday too.
Coming this fall.
Wow. Will you be buying a pair?
I need to see him first.
Yeah. We just got a little vague little video.
It's great for wrestling that Rudis is trying to force her way into a seat at the table. Now, it's really hard to do shoes when you're not Asics, Nike, Adidas, and you have giant factories to do
Nomad's
it.
been trying to make a custom shoe for years.
Yeah, it hasn't worked.
Can't get it off the ground.
they
Can't get the mold right.
They fall apart after 3 practices.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think
You
it's
should start
great.
a
And-
GoFundMe.
You should start a GoFundMe
Can I raise it from $750 to $1,200?
whenever you
Yeah.
need to. You
Okay.
can change the GoFundMe amount to fit your needs.
But yeah, I mean, that was the whole point of him signing with Rudis, right? That they would eventually have to do it. Like, you're not going to sign. Kyle Snyder is not going to sign with the company and do a shoe deal, right? Somebody else might that's kind of lower on the ladder.
You're not
Like
going
an
to
Olympic
not
champ.
do a shoe deal.
Exactly. The Olympic champ's going to get a shoe.
Yeah, he's going to get a shoe.
Well, that's what they should do, right? They should be of the mindset that they're trying to grow and they're trying to get bigger and better than everybody else in the space. How likely that is, I don't know. I think they're a good company that is founded by wrestling people. I don't know. Do you guys think that they can catch those guys in that market?
I don't. I don't think you can't catch, in my opinion. Or who knows? Things can change. But is there in any sport? Is there a instance where one of the big brands doesn't own the shoe game?
Oh, the shoe game. Yeah,
What's
probably not.
what's the deal with Saucony in running? Where are they?
Yeah, I don't know. Saucony. I mean, I don't feel like Saucony is like a
I don't either. I'm just.
small time.
I feel like in running,
Brand.
they're pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think that I think Rudis can own the wrestling space in general. I don't know if they're ever gonna own the shoe portion. And the shoe's got to crush, right? And the thing is, they basically have one shot at this too, right? This shoe has to be right, or that's gonna damage. People are just gonna stick with what they know and what's worked for them in the past. So they can do it, but
They picked the right horse to back. So they got the name, but now their product has to.
Well, the
Their
beautiful
R&D
thing
has to deliver.
The beautiful thing about picking up Snyder now too, is that he's still so young, right? They're not picking up a multiple-time world champ, Olympic 2020 favorite at the tail end of his career. He's still super young, so they're going to have him for a while marketing their products. But But after the Open, this is a nice segue here. I'm wearing a Nike hat, right? And I wanted to ask you guys too. I've been openly critical of Nike in the past and the things that they, primarily it all centers around when they drop Oregon. But when is the time? Maybe this is a rhetorical question. When is the time to let Nike off the hook and get back on board with them? At least having an open mind with them. I mean, because right now I think they're doing a good job. I think they're investing money back into the sport. They have the USA Wrestling contract. Is it time? Is it time to say, all right, Nike, we're over it?
Well, to me, it's about investment. Are they investing in athletes? Are they investing in the sport? Are they putting money into the sport? The answer is yes. They're a good product. So I think for me, yeah. I mean, they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're investing in the sport. They're putting real energy into it. They're paying athletes. To me, that's really exciting. And to me, that kind of warrants, okay, we got to move on. And the people involved with Nike Wrestling now couldn't be more removed from the decision to drop Oregon Wrestling, right?
Right. That's a great point. Like Grant Turner, Chris Ball, Chad Lohman, the guys you see on the ground at Nike events going to U.S. Open, World Team Trials, World Championships. Those guys didn't cut Oregon Wrestling.
Yeah,
they're trying to do right by their athletes and by USA Wrestling.
Yeah.
Look at the improvements they made in like a year too. The booth they had set up this week at the U.S. Open was really impressive. They had like 4 people working at all times. Gear looks awesome.
It's crazy the apparel game and how it's changed literally in like 2 years between Rudis just coming in and immediately having a massive impact. Now, like Cale Sanderson's with Scrap Life, the Under Armour affiliate, and as is David Taylor and Zane Rutherford, and you can assume probably the rest of Nittany Lion will fall in line there. So you've got Scrap Life, a big player. Of course, ASICS, proud sponsor of FRL. Thank you to ASICS. They're probably the gold standard for apparel, definitely the gold standard for shoes right now. So this competition it's amazing for wrestling. And I probably left, Adidas is very much in the game as well, making way more investment than they had in the past. So we've got real brands, quality brands, competing for athletes, competing for, the market. It's making for a very competitive landscape. And I know this is not like super wrestling related, but when you talk about the economy of the sport, the health of the sport, seeing these big brands involved is extremely encouraging.
And even if it's little things like just having more guys on the roster, like Bryce Mayer signed with Adidas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Bryson's competing till the fall, so whatever he's getting from them is probably pretty small. But even if you just have the incentives, right? Make a national team, make a world team, win an overseas medal, win a world medal, win a U23 medal, like just to have that is a great start and better than where we were 5 years ago. And I think it's going to really pick up after these 2018 Worlds, because then you're starting to get into the pre-Olympic year and the Olympic year, the qualifying year, Pan Am Games, all that stuff. So I think all that's going to really ramp up over the next probably 8, 9, 10 months.
It's a good point. I mean, the competition is always good in the economy, and we've always talked about athletes getting money, and there's incremental improvements in the Final X system into what athletes get in their pocket, and there's improvements at the RTC level. These guys are getting into bidding wars for RTC athletes. That helps put money in the athlete's pocket. And there's more apparel companies that are fighting for athletes. That puts more money in their pocket. I mean, PD3 yesterday signed with Big Baller Brand.
Breaking news.
Hey, okay, get this. Here's some perspective for you. Remember, think back 8 or 7, 2007 when Ben Askren graduated college. Hands down the biggest star in wrestling at that point in time, at least in college wrestling. Maybe you could say Metcalf.
Unquestionably.
But I think he was. Coming out of college, wins 2 Hodge trophies, makes the Olympic team. ASICS offered him $1,000 for the year, right?
Just a yearly 1,000.
Yeah, and now you think, and that's not a criticism of them. That's just like that was the landscape then. I mean, they're paying
That's what you're worth.
Jordan Burroughs now is like making serious money. Like the sport has just elevated in general. It's crazy to think about just the changes that it's gone through financially.
Ben came out and said back then, he's like, I have to eat. I have a family. I'm leaving wrestling because there's not much money. I can't make a living doing it. And now you can. Now there's a lot of options. Now there's a lot of wrestling people in RTCs, apparel companies, and money from actually winning wrestling events.
Yeah. Okay, that was a lot of gear discussion, but I think it's important, and I think it's worth noting and being thankful because I think it's freaking awesome.
It's always good to have occasional discussions about the health and economy of the sport.
Economy.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie,
Yeah.
DeSanchise is a Hawkeye. Have we even talked about this?
We haven't talked about it. I haven't, and like I said, I missed a portion of FRL where you guys discussed it. But I mean, I assume everybody thinks this is a good thing, right?
Well, I certainly don't think it's a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing.
It could, listen, it could absolutely go up in flames just because it's, I mean, Matt Azevedo's a good coach and a good dude, right? And it did not work there. It did not work at Drexel. And I think there's DeSanto has culpability in that.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't work, I don't think it's an Iowa thing. It's just it'll be a DeSanto thing. So if he'd have gone to Rutgers, there's a definite chance it doesn't work. If he'd have gone to Iowa or wherever.
There's that thing around Iowa. First of all, they were so successful for so long, and they're still successful, and they had this huge, giant fan base. And, I mean, frankly, all the other fan bases love to hate them. And if DeSanto does something on the mat, yeah, that'll be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have done something on the mat at Rutgers if he would have went to Rutgers, and that would have been bad. But he does it at Iowa, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
But it could be great.
They obviously have a plan. They would not have brought him in if they didn't have a plan or what they plan to do with him. Like they know what they're doing. The same thing with Pat Downey last year. They knew what they were doing. They had a plan, and I think it's going to work out fine.
How do you guys, again, if I missed it, I'm sorry. How do you guys see it impacting the team race?
Well, I think it further cements them as the number 2, but Penn State's going to have some bad luck, down performances, things we haven't seen them do before. Though, even though at 25 and 33, they're going to have question marks, they're going to have so much more upside than they had this year at those 2 weights. They're going to be drastically improved, even though they're going to start 2 true freshmen.
Yeah.
So that's notable. Nick Lee's back. And to me, what I think is great is if Berge goes 49 for them, that is, Verclaren I think would have been solid. He'd have been a qualifier. He'd have probably won matches in NCAAs. But I think Berge is a real threat to do serious damage at NCAAs. And if he can make 49 for this year and then slide up when Nolf graduates, that's a huge win. And I think that's a potential question answered. I think, you can say he's a freshman and he didn't compete much during his redshirt year. But I think Brady Berge is ready to win a lot of matches at the D1 level.
Yeah, I just don't know if he can make 49. I don't know.
Well, his dad. So I didn't mention this. They said he's going 49 next year.
Oh, that's great.
I spoke with his father. He's like, yeah, the plan's 49, and then we'll see what happens after that.
That's great for them. And then, I mean, there's always a chance that Nick Lee gets a little bigger and moves up when Nolf leaves and that will go up. And then you also have to consider the youngsters, what they're going to do at 25, 33. I think the good news is that we'll learn something, because I talked to Roman Bravo Young, and he's wrestling at U23s. So we'll see him against college competition and see where he's at.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how he does. And I think their lineup's probably going to be Gavin, RBY, Nick Lee, Brady Berge, Jason Nolf, Chenzo, Mark Hall, Bo Nickel, Shakur, Nevels. Kastler's going up. There is maybe some upper weight potential. There's rumors about Bo going up. I do not think that's
Bo
happening.
and Shakur switching, yeah.
I don't think that to me doesn't actually make sense because they said Bo's like not really big enough for 86 kilograms, so he's staying. So I don't understand why he would.
From a team race perspective, I don't even really factor that in. I mean, they could flop and they'd be fine. They could not flop and be fine, flip flop. So I don't know about that. But what did you guys hear these rumors? I don't know. This could be message board BS, but somebody's saying that Kemmer is moving up.
Oh, that's happening. He's moving up.
He's moving up?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, so I thought, I always thought that Kemmer had a big frame. His dad's a big guy. He's a lineman for the county, I think.
I thought Nolf's dad was a lineman for the county.
Nolf's dad lineman for the county?
Yes.
That's a little side joke.
What if they both are?
No, I always thought Kemmer had a big frame and he could move up. But obviously the question is then, like, what does Marinelli do or what they do with the rest of the lineup? But I thought I saw Tom Brands and Morningstar clowning on that idea on Twitter.
I don't know. I heard he's going up for sure, but maybe he won't. I don't know.
Didn't he start as a 49?
Yeah.
He just eating a lot of pasta these days?
No, I said he's bigger. He's growing. I don't know.
So he's going to go, this kid who a lot of people said could still go 49 last year is going to go 74, but Joseph Smith's going to cut back down to 57?
I don't think.
Tell me that's going to happen?
Listen, that's not where I put my money, but.
Joe Smith should go like 84.
Yes. Joe Smith is enormous.
No, he would, dude,
Not
guys.
84, but
84.
huge.
He would not look.
Well, no one's seen him in a year and a half, so.
Where is Joseph?
Where is Joe? He wasn't at
You
the
can't
open.
tell me they can't cowboy bulk job him to 184.
Why stop there? Derek White succession plan.
Also, Austin Harris definitely
that's
next Cowboy bulk
Kirk
job,
White.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, Kirkfleet, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So maybe that's a good plan of
yeah.
succession, too.
It's probably a better one.
I guess Joe Smith, yeah, maybe we can keep him under 200 pounds. Yeah, no, Kimmer, I don't know, maybe he goes 74. Maybe, because I don't know if Marinelli will move up or not. I think Kimmer can dictate, right? I think between he and Marinelli, he's the better guy.
I can't see Marinelli going up to 74. I could see Marinelli going down to 57 before I see him going up to 70.
I don't think so, man. I think he's just
he's
like
big.
perfectly sized at 65. I do not think he could go down effectively, especially with his. Yeah, I don't know. With his knee, do you want to cut an extra 8 pounds? I think he's perfectly sized.
I think he's perfect too, but I don't see him moving up. I think he's too small to move up.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay. Everyone is asking all these questions.
Probably because you ask people if they have questions.
No. Not the fact that there are questions. The fact, pretty much every day people ask about the SDSU assistant coaching position. I don't know. I heard Cam Simaz, his name, but beyond that, I don't know. I know that it won't be Nishan. Some people have been like, get a lightweight, bring in Nishan Garrett. That's not going to happen. What? Why do you shake your head?
Nashon to SDSU does not make any sense unless it's San Diego State to me.
Cornell ties.
I fully understand that. I just don't see Nashon going to Brookings.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, that's why I don't know who would think that.
Well, it's very obvious why people would draw that conclusion, Nomad. He wrestled for Coach Hahn for 5 years.
I get that. I'm just saying Nashon and Brookings doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a lightweight coach, right? And you agree they need one.
They don't have. Yeah, all they have is Damian and Cody Caldwell right now.
Well, I played blackjack with Cody Caldwell a little bit, and he said that they're close to finalizing.
Okay.
But he wouldn't give me details. I don't blame him for not giving me details. But
Did he hit on 17?
He did well. Me and Seth Gross did not do well.
Oh, really?
Blaze Caldwell was playing too, and Caldwell was just telling him what to do. Blaze had no idea.
Cabell. Hey, apologize.
Cobble.
No, Cabell. Rhymes with
Cabell.
Scrabble.
Yes.
Blaze
Yes.
Cabell cornered us. He physically intimidated Willie, but his mother says she does not like it when people say cobble. He says he's heard it all. It's Cabell. Rhymes with Scrabble. That's a great
Cabell.
mnemonic
Blaze
device.
Cobble didn't know what he was doing. He did not know what was happening. So Caldwell just tell him, like, he would literally just he would just take his cards and show him to Caldwell, and Caldwell would tell him what to do.
That feels like a good way to get kicked out. How is that legal? Can you do that? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know much about blackjack, obviously.
Was this before or after Blaze
This was
and
at-
Cody destroyed an entire gigantic large pizza from the Del Mar Deli?
That was before we saw you that night.
Wow. Big eaters, I would imagine. All right. So that's
Anyway,
a
point that
SDSU question.
Part of that is it's supposedly coming soon.
Okay.
What do we know about? Because didn't Edinburgh close?
Oh, I've not heard. I'm so scared.
Because Josh Moore got Cleveland State job.
Mhm.
Shout out Josh Moore.
Shout out.
I think it's a good hire. Right. But yeah, we still need Edinburgh, and then I think that finishes us off as far as head coaching.
Well, Arkansas Little Rock still looming.
Well, that one they got some time.
I drove right through Little Rock.
Did you?
I had quite an adventure.
You took the
Did you
weirdest
apply
way
for the
home.
coaching job while you were there?
Yes.
Just handing your resume.
Yep. I applied at Little Rock. Then I drove through Memphis. Then I had lunch with Johnny in Roanoke.
Shout out
Stop.
to Johnny.
Stopped in Staunton. Is it Staunton or Stanton?
It's Stanton. We don't say it the way it should be.
Mm-mm.
You drove by Nomad's alma mater, Harrisonburg, James Madison University.
I drove.
Exit
Yeah, it was
245.
like a tour. I went through CP's hometown. I went through Nomad's alma mater, and then I went through Washington and Lee. Right? Where
Oh,
Spay was.
yeah. And you went through West Virginia.
I did.
Nowhere
I went
near.
to West Virginia.
Almost heaven.
Almost heaven. More Hagerstown, West Virginia. That's
I did go through Hagerstown, home of Aaron Brooks.
home of Aaron Brooks. Someone said, does Iowa have an opening for their strength and conditioning coach? Because Corey Kalina asks, who should Iowa hire as their new strength and conditioning coach? Did something happen? Is Travis Rutt no longer there?
Yeah. Rudd was there last
Yeah,
time I was there.
So they heard that Nomad was looking around,
Yep.
sniffing around. They thought about maybe bringing him in as strength and conditioning.
What's the most important lift in wrestling?
Dead.
The deadlift. That could be right. Strengthen that posterior chain. Will we continue to see more U.S. guys compete for other countries as our depth continues to get better, such as Habit does now?
How about Stefan Micic going 57
Oh my God! Really?
for Euros? Yes. Draws came out today.
Is that +2?
No, that's scratch.
Oh my word! I mean, he was a 25 his redshirt years, and
He's not gigantic, and I guess international you tend to cut more weight even with Dave Wayans, but I don't know.
when in Europe,
Yeah.
cut weight as the Euros do.
Yeah.
Also, Travis Rutt no longer listed on the Iowa website.
Wow,
I like
some
Travis
good,
Rudd.
some good journalism there from Kyle Brackey. So no, I don't know who their strength and conditioning coach will be or should be. I have some. I mean, I'd throw my hat in the ring for sure.
There you go.
Speaking of Stefan Micic 57, so yours this weekend, Russia's sending what I think will basically be their team. Are people going to overreact or correctly react to how we compare it to Russia?
Based on Pan Am versus Euro performance?
Yes. Well, also U.S. Open. Like, oh no, sky's falling.
No, because only like 14 people are going to watch Euros.
Fair.
If we're being honest. And it's anyone that watches Euros has a good enough perspective of,
USA versus Russia.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they know the deal.
No, Matt, is it correct that at Pan Am's, the United States and Canada are the only two countries sending guys at the non-Olympic weights?
Right. Basically not those two, but basically every non-Olympic weight that I've looked at so far only has 5 people entered.
What weight
good.
did Rochelle go?
He's not there. However,
They're not going to let him defend his title?
no.
He is going to trials though.
That's good. I have no idea how he qualified for that.
He got second to Bill Farrell.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Great success.
Him down at 70, he looked a
No,
little.
Matt, it's 57. It's 57 tonight or tomorrow
50.
at Euros.
Tomorrow.
Micic could be the real deal.
Yes.
I'm gonna be real. Listen, it's fine when, well, okay, Habit goes 65. It's like, all right, well, we got G-Hulk. All right, we feel good about that. We got Zayn, right? But when they start beating our guys, I mean, like Gomez, when he outplaced us in some tournaments, that's gonna be frustrating, right?
When does it
Well-
become treason?
When does it become treason? I think. Well, when they actually bloody an American man.
When they draw blood?
When they draw blood, when they lose, when they don't know their place and lose to Americans, that is when it becomes officially treason, and they're not allowed back, and they're Benedict Arnolds.
Well, we're going to find out. The 57 bracket should be awesome at Euros. Let's find out how good Miocic is and how good he is at 57.
I don't know if Miocic could beat, like, Spencer, but he could beat our other guys. Right? Like, I could see him beating Gilman. You don't think he could beat Gilman?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's been right. He's junior world medalist, right? Was he?
He was bronze.
Or yeah, bronze. He was on 2015.
He was bronze
15.
the year right after Gilman was bronze.
Yes. So he was teammates with Spencer when Spencer won 50 for the first time.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't. He's going to be problematic at 57 kilograms. He'll give us a tough match.
He's also going to wrestle for a medal tomorrow because he has a Guev first round and then no one up top.
So you're saying he'll lose to a Guev and then
Or beat him.
him.
I hate a Guev now.
Oh, wow!
I hate him.
Elaborate. Well, tell people who a Guev is. Everyone else is.
Zaraguev was this guy. He was when they reinstated Cadet Worlds in 2011. He won. I think he was the first guy to win.
Where
two
is he
cadets.
from?
They're going to have an easy home schedule
Mm.
and a tougher road schedule, which I don't know if that matters. But I also don't know if they're gonna because they don't wrestle Ohio State. Penn State hasn't put theirs out yet. Iowa hasn't put theirs out yet.
Well, where's their?
The only ones that have been put out are the ones that are in there.
Oh, yet you know that their schedule's easy.
I'm saying.
Well, what is
looks
it?
like? It looks like. Well, now my internet went out, but they're gonna have Rutgers and Maryland at home, and then at Wisconsin, at Nebraska, and at Minnesota.
Okay, not too shabby.
So the road schedule's gonna be harder, probably.
Yeah, and then I wonder if they wrestled Penn State this year, right?
Yeah, at Penn. It was one of the BJC matches.
Yeah, so they could go back there again.
Well, they do home, away, off. So what was the 2017 duel? 2017 was when Mark made
That
his
was in
debut.
Iowa, yeah.
That was in Carver.
So they won't wrestle Penn State this year.
Shoot. Well, we need to. They need to.
They
do that.
usually make it happen.
They've got to make it happen, especially this year where they're the 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah.
I think technically it should be Iowa's turn to go there, right?
No.
They should go. Yes, because when they did the Twitter one, the one that they arranged over Twitter with Kale and Tom, Penn State went to Iowa. So now I think this time Iowa should have to go to Penn State, even though it'll be 2 years in a row.
I think they should meet in middle ground, neutral site.
Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Let's set it up.
Let's set it up. Go Big
Last
Reds.
time there was a college duel there, sold out to the rafters, 3,000 people.
3,000 people.
Let's run it back.
Was that because it had the home state team and Jared Hott, the greatest wrestler in the history of West Virginia? Did that have anything
Probably,
to do with
but
it?
you know what? We'll get a bigger venue and we'll do it on the football field. Boom, 10,000 people.
Is Jared the greatest wrestler in West Virginia history?
He's in the conversation.
Wow.
I mean, Ken Chertow was an Olympian, so.
Oh yeah, I think he's
But-
behind
Ken's originally from West Virginia?
Yeah, he's from Huntington.
People forget that.
Why are you? He's.
He totally is.
No, I would rather have Jared Hott represent my state than Ken Chertow.
Wow.
Oh well, obviously.
Not a big advocate guy. Okay.
How
that's fine.
how come Ohio State's schedule already has dates on it, but none of the other teams do? How is theirs already set?
I don't know.
They also somehow only go to 2 states for their Big Ten away schedule.
Indiana and Illinois.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's all the further we'll travel.
And the Indiana trip isn't even like a weekend swing. They're a month apart.
So who do they get at home?
At home, they have Michigan State January 13th, Wisconsin January 20th, Michigan on either January 25th or 27th, which means it'll probably be BTN related, Penn State February 8th or 10th, and then Nebraska February 17th. So those the Michigan and Penn State will probably be
It's pretty solid.
TV. Unless they're not, in which case they'll be live on Flow.
Boom. Can't beat that. So Pan Am's this week. Is there anything to discuss? I mean, we've got it. We're just going to slaughter everyone, right? It's going to be.
Well, I want to see. So when David Taylor won Euregan, the first step on his way to a merciless and slaughter-filled world title this year, he had a 3-3 match or 4-4 match with Yurieski Torreblanca Peralta, who, with Salas Perez up, is going to be their 86 for the foreseeable future. So I'd like to see that one again. I'd like to see Gilman against U23 champ Ranieri Andre Ortega, who you were very high on.
Yes, he's V good. Well, everyone should be high on him. I mean,
well, yeah, but you were the one. I feel like you talk about him a lot.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
And then obviously Valdez Tobier is very tough. Logan could get him, and Lopez Ascui is ageless wonder, and Salas Perez is always good, but Snyder won't be there.
So it's pretty much going to be a duel between
us and
Cuba in the finals,
unless they still
49 North. Get ready,
true.
dude. Get ready, Kyle. They are going to be coming at you with
Corey
fire.
Jarvis.
Yes, they think this is the year for Canada. So you better be ready. Hell hath no fury like a Canadian's scorn, I believe is.
Now women's side, Canada might do very well.
Yeah, they're very good at that.
But
stay in your lane, Canada.
Yeah,
stick to hockey.
Stick to hockey.
Better start respecting Canada a little better.
Oh, Willie's back.
Willie's back. Okay, so we're gonna respect Canadians better. That's gonna be our New Year's resolution.
I refuse.
All right. Anything else before we go, friends?
You had something here about an update on Bergen. Is that true?
Oh no, just what I've been tweeting. That the now so Tony Asatrian, the plaintiff, waived his right to proceed anonymously. So now it can be known. Tony Asatrian is the plaintiff. Everyone knew it anyways. It took about 4 minutes to figure out who it was because it's all about a wrestle-off, and everyone knows the wrestle-off they had. So he and his mother did not show up for their depositions, which was predicted and predictable. So, and they have a new attorney, so who knows when will I get actual resolution there, but just an update of note. And also in the name of we're going to lose coaches at this level. Tim Amos sent me this story about in Bound Brook, New Jersey. We need to get Schnalte, get your people in line. Is suing the baseball coach. This family is suing the baseball coach because the coach told him to slide into third and he injured himself. So for that reason, there needs to be some sort of law. If you actually bring that noise before the court of law, that should be punishment. You should not be able to just fling a lawsuit for anything like that. I mean, that is out of control.
Did the kid's leg fall off?
Well, I think he did break his leg.
But it did fall off because that is the only way I could conceivably.
What?
Think.
No. Why would that matter?
Even if it fell off, the coach should not be punished for telling the kid to slide into third.
I'm being purposely ridiculous because of how ridiculous the lawsuit is. There's no way you should be able to bring a lawsuit for sliding in baseball unless the kid's leg actually fell off.
No, even if it fell off.
You don't. That's such a stupid thing to say, no, man. That makes no sense at all. It has nothing to do with anything. It's
what? Why are they bringing the lawsuit? Because the kid got injured, right?
Okay, all right, it's just, you have choice in the second period. I tell you to go down. He hats you and your head falls off. That would be the
that's
only
your fault. You should have known his head would fall off.
Oh my
you
gosh.
coach him. You know that he has neck reconstructive surgery, and his head fell off.
No, man, stop.
It's a ridiculous lawsuit.
Yeah. So yeah, my point being, we're gonna lose good coaches because at some point it's not gonna be worth it. What do you make $1,000? I mean, a JV baseball coach, what they even make that for a year? All the hours they put in there, and you can get sued for telling a kid to slide. It's really sad state of youth sports and parents and how litigious families have become. Very disappointing.
Speaking of sad states, it appears Eastern Michigan saga's just about wrapped up because the couple ranked recruits they were bringing in committed. I think they both committed yesterday. Right, Bracky?
I think Emerson was 2 days ago and Fenton yesterday. But yeah, Austin Emerson, I think he was 6th at heavyweight. NHSCA champ is going to go to Nebraska now.
Jeez.
Yeah, Nebraska
got to chill out.
They're killing it right now. And then Brendan Fenton, who beat Brody Teskey and a win over Julian Tagg throughout the year is going to Pitt.
Wow. So you got to be feeling great about that.
Yeah, so
Big Pitt fan.
In a related note, the recruiting class rankings should be out probably within a week. I know a lot of people look forward to them, and might have been lucky that we're a little behind with me driving across the country, because now we can incorporate those kids that went from Eastern Michigan to other schools. So
You should honorarily put Eastern Michigan in the recruiting class rankings.
should, right?
you should put where they
Idiot.
would have been with everybody, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Then,
And
then
then
we
we'll
can
send
tweet,
that to Scott Weatherby.
and we can say this could be you, but you playing. Or something like
All
that.
the all the kids will get it. It'll be really funny.
It'll be hilarious. It'll be a great meme for the kids. Okay.
Hey, should we? I got a couple more things though. Should we start talking about the potentially awesome thing we're gonna do for Final X?
We've been talking about the road trip. The road trip is not new news, but we're starting to
Should we tease the schools we could be
we're
visiting?
formulating a plan right now. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rent a large van, 12 passenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to put some magnets on it.
We're gonna get a lot of
It's
magnets.
going to look dope AF.
It's gonna look really sweet. Enormous Final X magnets are gonna go on this van. We're gonna drive it from Austin, Texas to Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, there's not many. We're probably not gonna stop along the way. That's just gonna be a one shot.
Yeah, one day thing.
Okay.
Little road trip.
Yeah, little one. Just
Yeah.
like it's like 12 hours actually.
Yeah, not little.
It's gonna be brutal. But we're not. But then, so we're gonna do Final X Lincoln. It's gonna be great. Then we're going from Lincoln to State College. Okay, and we're trying to, we're formulating our plan. Wisconsin already locked in. We're going there.
Boom.
We're figuring out Iowa. Okay, we're thinking Iowa.
Boom.
The University of. That'll be our first stop after Final X. Actually, then it would be Wisconsin. Then, kind of a longish trip to Ohio State is what we're hoping. Then, and this is going to be probably the highlight of the trip.
Yeah, it
we're,
is.
We're going to West Virginia, where Kyle Brackey will be able to confront the man who stole his job and the administration.
You know what? I don't blame him. I blame the administration.
Listen, but I think this is a perfect opportunity for you to frame him, set him up, put him in some sort of circumstance where
I like
maybe you get
this.
fired, and then you're the next man in.
I like that.
Okay? I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of directions we can go. And you can confront the administration, who very unprofessionally sent you a rejection email after they announced it.
And
It was like it was insult to injury.
I expected better from Shane Lyons, who is a Parkersburg native,
Oh my gosh.
Parkersburg High School graduate.
Did he go to East? Or what's the one south?
East.
Get
Get out of here.
I know it was
Parkersburg East.
directional.
Parkersburg High School, and then it became too big that they had to start Parkersburg South High School.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Parkersburg and Parkersburg South.
Got it.
He went to
What year was
Parkersburg. He was in the 70s.
Yeah, I was gonna say Parkersburg South was good when I wrestled.
Yeah, it split
70s.
in the 70s, I think. But anyways, he went to PHS. He's a fellow Big Red, and he can't even just tell me in person or over the phone or something.
Or a text.
Yeah.
Or slide into the FloWrestling DMs.
Yeah, just tell me. But I had to find out through you guys and then social it. It was a slap in the face.
Wow, so you got slapped 3 times.
Yeah.
Triple slap. So, okay, it's going to be a little revenge angle when we go to West Virginia. Then, maybe we might go straight to Penn State after that. Or maybe, who knows, we'll end up in the Pittsburgh area, which would also anger Kyle Brackey. Unless you really
I'm
want...
going to be triggered 2 stops in a row.
Wow.
Oh, we were going to a Cleveland Indians game.
No, that's a stupid idea.
Well, the problem
That's a
is,
stupid
it's
idea.
not a stupid idea. The problem was that Major League Baseball decided to schedule the Indians in Chicago that day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, also would have been...
Stupid.
Go
MLB.
hang out with Ty Mitch and maybe like some wrestling people, Alan Freed or something.
the Wrestling Factory would have been dope, but it's just not going to work out.
It's not going to work out, Willie. You need to let it go. Although I was really excited for the potential reunion with the Murder Hotel.
Yeah, that's we were going to stay there again.
That would have been awesome. Come on, that would have been kind of fun to stay there again.
I was all in on it. Content.
I'm not.
Especially if Bitcoin
You
goes
get a
up.
Bitcoin deposit.
Why? It's the worst hotel I've ever stayed at, which is saying something. And it had a Bitcoin dispenser or something. I don't even know how that works. So that's our tentative plan for Lincoln to State College, and we'll be making some stops along the way. We'll have to get gas. We'll have to eat.
Probably.
Nomad's gonna have to vomit.
Probably not.
He's got to pass. Probably not. You are
I don't
going to
vomit much.
You're gonna puke at
I
least
don't
once.
vomit much.
Well, you vomited.
I've been with him twice. Multiple trips. You vomited.
When?
Minnesota, Oklahoma State.
That was weird.
It typically is.
No, but that wasn't like that was just coming. That was like a
We
come and
finished
go
the
puke. It wasn't-
broadcast,
I was
he's
dying.
like, I feel awful, and like 20 minutes later, I'm uploading matches, and you just see his face in the trash can
What was? 'Cause we
on
ate-
the floor of Gallagher
well,
Iba.
we didn't eat anything.
He
odd.
disrespected Gallagher
Wow.
Iba.
I didn't puke in Gallagher Iba.
Yes, you
The
1,000% did.
No, I didn't. No, I
Yes,
didn't.
you
We
did.
Puked, I puked at the gas station.
No, you.
I did not. There was nothing that came out.
He's lying.
Well,
not lying.
You simulated
Dry.
puking, which is just as disrespectful. So he only pukes in Oklahoma. So that's the stretch we really have to watch
Oklahoma
out for.
sucks.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Take that
What?
back.
Take it back. What are you even talking about?
It's
You
terrible.
live in Vegas, too.
Tulsa makes me ill.
This is like Charles Barkley saying he wanted to punch Draymond.
Yeah. Now,
Now no one's gonna have to issue an apology on Tuesday.
yeah.
Not all of Oklahoma. Stillwater's fine.
Yeah.
Norman's probably okay.
You've never been
Never
there.
even been there.
Tulsa's abominable, except for the BOK Center. I like the BOK Center.
I don't know. I had a great time in Tulsa last
Oh,
time.
did you? We got kicked out of our
Yeah,
room.
yeah. You almost
That
you,
was so
you
funny.
didn't sleep until 4 a.m. because you. Oh, we thought
We
you
went
got
to
arrested.
jail. Yeah.
That was all-time content. I loved it. I loved that. That was a
Red Roof Inn?
red. That was no. It was a Quality Inn and Suites. So then Penn State to Lehigh. The plan is such. We're thinking. Here's what we're thinking: Lock Haven, which is like right there.
Yeah.
Then Cornell, catch up with Yanni, Ben Darmstadt, etc. Rutgers, Princeton, and then Penn, Drexel. Hit up the Penn RTC. These coaches don't even know that we're thinking about coming to see them.
They
but
just found out.
they're learning quickly. Okay, so prepare. Bader's going to be reaching out and providing details. Yeah, and we can't wait. And then we'll do Bethlehem. It's going to be awesome. Final X.
Well, I won't be there.
What are we doing with the van?
I'm just gonna leave it there.
No, we're gonna drive it ceremoniously into a river,
We
just
should.
to signify the end of Final X.
Yeah.
All you have to see, literally, all we have to do is sign up for the insurance, and you can do anything you want. Dirty Mike and the boys can take it, and you're off scot-free. So we're gonna drive it. What is the river that Bethlehem, Allentown? You go over that big bridge,
Lehigh.
the Lehigh River. I guess that's what it's called.
It's called the Lehigh River.
I don't think that's what it's
I don't
called.
think that's what it's called either.
He's from there. I really do not believe it's called that.
That doesn't sound like
Right,
a river.
Listen, guys, it's right there.
He's pointing to it.
I'm
Okay.
pointing to the river right now.
I think he made it up.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Skykill River. What's the Skykill River? Did I make that
he's-
up?
It's not called Skykill, it's Schuylkill.
Schuylkill.
Where's Schuylkill River?
What? Did you just literally
would
just
think
call it
so.
I
Skykill?
don't know. I've always wondered how to say it.
Yeah.
It's
Lehigh and Delaware meet up in East.
All right, regardless, the van's going there.
it's the Lehigh River.
It's the
Van.
Lehigh River, as I said, and we're going to drive it in there, and we're going to light it on fire, and that will symbolize...
We'll let Nomad take care of
Lighting
it.
it on fire in the river?
You gonna let? I won't be there. I can't take care of it.
And we're gonna light it on fire, then push it into the river.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Good thing you're not going
First
to be
basis.
up.
Okay.
Uh,
What?
I was just gonna, because I feel like we're about to wrap up here. One more thing that was interesting that happened this week, and it sounds like it's gonna happen more. Haley Aguila went to Tar Heel Wrestling Club.
Mhm.
Allie Reagan's already at Hawkeye Wrestling Club, so it sounds like some of the women are gonna be start affiliating with the men's RTCs.
And
college
Helen.
Helen's in NYC RTC.
Yeah, Columbia. So it sounds like there's gonna be some more women.
Where
going
does
to the-
Adeline wrestle? Does anyone know?
She was at the OTC, right?
Well, she's from Colorado. She kind of pops back and forth, helping out with that Wyoming seminary with the girls team. But I don't know where her husband lives in Alaska.
Alaska
The
RTC.
Alaska RTC.
I don't know. I think she's just a
nothing
well-traveled
recent
woman.
about Alaska.
The Last Frontier RTC.
Yeah.
DeVry.
Sarah Hildebrandt and Vicky are going to UNC.
Really?
That makes sense. So they're adding a couple. Yeah, because UNC's adding a couple, so that would.
That
would add
Sunkiss.
up, yeah.
That Sunkiss connection. Okay, cool. Well, I think we should all go. We have a lot to do yet. It's 9:01 here in Austin, Texas. 10:01 in Easton, Pennsylvania, and at the Lehigh River location.
You don't even know if Lehigh River is a real thing yet.
No, we got it checked out.
I don't believe it until I see it.
Yep, until I swim in it.
I need one of those signs that says Lehigh River.
Yeah. Listen, that's your assignment for the day, Willie. Drive to the Lehigh River, take a picture with it. No Photoshop.
And find the best spot to dump a van.
Yes, find it.
I'll tell the Lehigh River to announce its name.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, look for a good van dumping location. That'll be perfect. Yeah, so that's it.
All right, boys.
Hey, thanks, Willie. It's good talking to you. It's good seeing you.
Anytime.
I hope that, we'll see you on Tuesday. Hopefully we can pick up our Skype relationship once again. That's how we talked for so many years now. We're going to rekindle that. It's exciting. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you to A6 for your sponsorship of FloWrestling Radio Live. Thank you to the couch for moving over here.
To the desk.
To the desk. This is very exciting.
We covered a lot of things today, boys.
We did. The minutes for the show are a lot of different items we went over. We will be back Tuesday. Thank you guys so much. Stay on FloWrestling. Got a lot of good content coming your way. World Team Trials coming up soon. See you then.